Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Marriage Goals podcast with Coach B and Sheree. It's been a minute.
Yeah, we back though.
We back
In effect.
in effect. So today we're going to do like a little Valentine's Day edition. I'm Coach Sheree and this is my husband, Coach B. And we have been married 33 years, together 35, 3 adult children, newly grandparents. And so it's safe to say you are in the right place. We're not here to give you no advice about your marriage. We're just here to share our experiences and some resources and tips to help you, to give you support. So
Yeah,
we're,
just want to add a little bit of value and,
yes,
doing it for 33 years. We've been through some ups and downs, just how life is, ebbs and flows.
we
So
have
yeah,
ups and downs.
ups and downs, ebbs and flows, and probably more to come. But you know, once you're focused and you're doing things together and working things out together, you can get through it. So that's what we're talking about, right?
Right. So this is our Valentine's Day edition. We're not going to be talking about gifts and
Yeah, I done gave
candy
out
and
a lot of gifts
oh
in
Lord.
33 years.
We're not talking about gifts. We're not talking about gifts and flowers and candy and wine and stuff. We talking about
We talking about some connectivity and maybe just doing some things that are more to continue on to have opportunity to share with each other. And gifts are great, but gifts don't always have to be tangible, right?
right. So this is our Valentine's Day edition. It's called Set a Goal. What is it called?
It is called
Set.
Set a Goal with Your Loved One, I think. But you are my loved one.
It's called Set a Goal with the One You Love. That's what it's called. Set a
Well, I
Goal with
just
the One
switch
You
it
Love
around.
on the Marriage Goals podcast. That's the name. So
Yes.
we got
It's still the one you love, right?
yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
since this is the Marriage Goals podcast, it is the one you love.
Right.
Who is
Love
your
the one,
marriage
one you
one
love.
you're with.
Yeah.
Love the one you're
Okay.
with. Okay, so we're gonna give you some. So based on the Ultimate Goals Handbook, which all of you have, and if you don't have, make sure you get that on Amazon. In that handbook, there are 12 categories that we talk about. And so for the marriage goals, setting a goal with the one you love, we're going to give you some goals that you can set with each other, after dinner, after your flowers, after your candles, after your wine, after
And the
your dinner,
candy,
after the candy. Um,
dessert, and all
and
that.
yeah, you have to have dessert, huh?
Yeah, you know that.
And then after that, then sit down and set your goals together. Set your future, manage your future together, right?
So you
So,
can see another Valentine's Day.
yes. So, we're going to start with health and fitness goals. So, one goal you can do together is you can work out together. If both of you guys have an exercise schedule, maybe you can arrange your schedules and work out together, which we are going to start doing.
Hmm. Yeah, taking walks and things like that. And so the next one is relationship goals. Now this one is
No, the next one is, well, and taking walks together. He's kind of said it. So, there's 3 health and fitness goals that we have in here: working out together,
it will be
um, taking walks together, and then setting a healthy plan together to eat. So you could do a healthy plan together, meal plan, take walks together, and work out together.
okay. All right, so then we'll go into our next set of goals would be the relationship goals. And that would be and sad to say, but sometimes these are things you got to make time for: having dinner together, having coffee, a cup of coffee together, spending time like that.
Which I was surprised to find out that a lot of people don't do that. We do that. Mostly we have breakfast and lunch and dinner together, sitting down at the table. But I was surprised to find out that a lot of couples don't do that, and a lot of families don't do that lately. But that is a goal that you can set to have dinner together, coffee together, lunch together, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
unfortunately, the phone gets more attention nowadays, more touches. So yeah, those are some goals to put together that will really help. To be intentional about that.
I touch my phone more than you.
Well,
That's okay. You
yeah,
don't have to answer.
that's another topic. So yeah, so and then also we want to set to be specific. We want to set some date nights aside. A specific time to say, hey, we're gonna go out or we're gonna do something together.
Especially if you have kids. And especially if you have grown kids and they move out now, because then this is your time to get to know each other again, who you are as a couple again.
Yeah. Yeah, because things change up.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is really, it's kind of tough for me, but I'm learning. And that is to practice sharing your thoughts, and conversating, having sometimes some of those difficult conversations, really putting your thoughts out there, that's still building the communication and the trust, right?
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I have on the relationship goals. Also, with the thoughts is actually practicing uh, again the thoughts and your feelings.
Yeah.
That's kind of tough for us, but we getting there.
We are. And then finance goals. So creating legacy goals by establishing a trust, setting up life insurance, and creating wills to ensure that your loved ones are cared for when you're no longer here, instead of leaving a legacy or leaving debt and leaving, and when you do leave the trust and you do leave the life insurance policy or life insurance money, also leave the knowledge of how to use that, because I've seen a lot of kids inherit homes and inherit money and they don't know what to do with it, and it's gone, or they're selling it, or they don't care about it, they don't understand. And so I know we used to have family meetings a lot with our kids, and so it's good when you're putting money aside and you have life insurance aside or you have your will aside, talk to your kids about it and make sure they know how to run those things after you're gone.
Yeah, about why it's in place, and passing down the information, as you said, and the knowledge to get an understanding of what those products are and what they're for.
Yep.
Right.
Start saving together for future goals such as home ownership or retirement.
Definitely that.
And we got home goals.
Yeah, so our home goals, we have, that's maybe we're doing something together in the house, like we're making a decision, like, I don't go off and come back and it's like, oh, you move that over there, you put this here, okay. Did we have any discussion about that? So just planning together on how you're going to arrange or, set your place up.
Was that a side shot?
No, of course not. It's just,
I don't do that.
We're just on the same page,
I don't change things around.
And so, yeah, home goals, doing certain projects. Maybe we're going to do a room or, like a lounge or little coffee bar type of setup. Do things, you can do things like that, or just revisit some of the things that you haven't done yet. So, yeah, that's a home goal we have there. We're coming up, Valentine's is kind of like almost pre-springtime too. So, we're coming up on getting some stuff cleaned up around the garage area, right? Getting rid of some stuff.
I feel some little shots coming in the air. I feel some shots. Another thing is like creating that cozy spot, like downstairs. We created. It used to be the dining room, and so now we turn it into more. Well, we call it the Praise Cafe, and so it's more like a library kind of lounge. And we have our our old style record player, and our books.
And then you do that feng shui type of thing too, right? The flow.
Try to do it.
The feng shui, yeah.
So, it's a nice little cozy place that, we can sit and kind of relax and enjoy. So you can create a spot in your home that you guys just sit down and relax and enjoy. And, we don't drink, but, get you some nice, get you some little, get your little sexy water or something like that. And
get your nice beverage, what you like, one of your favorite beverages.
We used to have our coffee bar in there, and then we moved that to the kitchen. So, but anyway, have a little nice spot that you guys can go to. And then we got our self-care goals.
I know you love that one, right?
Well, one of the things.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
What, the self-care?
You need
that self-care, yeah.
So one thing you can do together is do couple massages together. We have not done them together. I usually will treat him to a massage on his birthday, and then he'll treat me or something like that. But it would be good to go. I know we have a friend in Atlanta who does like couple massages, so maybe when we go out there, we can
check that out.
But I don't know. I don't know if I want other females rubbing on my husband's back. Well, they do that in the
Definitely ain't gonna be
Chinese
no
way.
male, so.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But while I'm there, well, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But a couples massage, that's good. What else?
Well, there might be some hobbies or something that you like to do. Something, like some roller skating or something
Well,
like
that's
that.
fun goals. So he can do fun goals.
Okay, so yeah, we
What you
could just
got on the fun
incorporate that.
goals?
Well, fun goes, as I said, there's like roller skating, and actually, shooting, doing things like that. Maybe I haven't even been bowling in a while, so maybe even a little bit of bowling.
Get that
Tap 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 on that. Doing some. I mean, I've done hiking before, but maybe doing some hiking in some different type of areas.
Cooking classes.
Yeah, maybe a little, salsa class or something like that.
I knew you was gonna say that. I don't like the fact that you have to switch partners.
You know what I like to see? I'd like to see you doing. I'd like to see you doing some Zumba. That's what I like to see.
You ain't gonna see.
You know how that Zumba? You know how they have
those?
Know. Yeah, that would be.
I signed up for Zumba, and then I was all excited, and I watched the video before I left, and I was like, oh no, that's the wrong class. I messed up. I enrolled.
Yes, Huffy Puffy.
I didn't do it. I had my outfit. I was ready too. Then I watched. Let me just watch a quick little class video. I was like, nah, sis, that's not for you. Personal development goals. You just talked about this. Us doing this together.
What, the personal development?
Mm-hmm. What'd you say? Reading books together.
Actually, yeah, I did. We talked about doing like a book club. Just have a book club together, like where we could pick a book and we can maybe, do 5 or 10 pages and then discuss it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be definitely an idea for personal development. Get on the same wavelength.
Yeah. And then I'm in like 7 book clubs, and he's in a book club, but we're always reading books separately. But a lot of times we still share, like, hey, I'm reading this. Oh yeah, I'm reading this, and I'll put my stack over here.
Just might not be the same at the same time.
Right. So we're just talking about reading the same book together at the same time. So that's a goal that you guys can have for your personal development, knowing that you guys are growing together.
And that can actually help switch off into the next goal, which would be like your career or your business or whatever profession that you may be in. We can support each other that way in discussion with the book that probably and most likely will be applied to. And not all, because some people like to read fiction, but for us, we like nonfiction. Yes. And we like self-improvement, self-help, and getting that type of information. So that ties in along with the businesses that we have as well.
Yeah.
So.
And I just going to start helping with his business. So so that's going to be, it's going to be interesting.
It's on.
So I used to do home insurance, and he does life insurance. And so now I'm going to be moving over to the life insurance side. I'm going to call you the QEO. I'm going to be calling you. Answer the phone when I call you.
Queen Executive Officer.
So family goals, planning family activities. So I know one of the things I've been wanting to do for a minute is to do the Sunday dinners. And, we've done Sunday dinners, but I want to do like consistently Sunday dinners, making a tradition. I know back in the day, families used to have fish on Sundays or go out and eat on Sundays. Used to be that time when everybody ate together. So I want to recreate that, especially now my granddaughter, she's 6 months now?
Yeah.
And so getting to the point where we have, getting to the point where we can have those family dinners every Sunday and start that tradition.
Right. Yeah, and then the next one would be our spiritual goals. And that's, praying together, going to church, maybe doing some praise and worship
together in the same
together.
car without arguing.
Yeah, together. Yeah. And let's face it, it's really interesting because that can be difficult sometimes. Sometimes you run into, you should be praying or you should be worshiping together, and sometimes that just doesn't happen. Sometimes things get in the way, so we're going to be intentional about that, getting that done. I mean, that could be prayer, that could be
Mm-hmm.
some praise and worship together. Get together and listen to a song, that favorite praise song.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or learning the scripture together. We used to do that too as a
absolutely.
family. Like, what
Yeah,
scripture are we gonna do this week? And you can even put a board up. Put a
no
board
doubt.
up, say, or on your refrigerator. Hey, here's our scripture for the day. Both you guys learn it, and then maybe you can talk about it at dinner. Something
Even a
like that.
couple, even a couple's devotion. I know
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
devotions are personal,
Mm-hmm.
but in these marriage goals as a couple,
Mm-hmm.
there's things that you can do together.
Yeah, and I know my daughter just got married, and we got her the marriage goals prayer book for her husband, and then gave him one for the wife. And so they're on the same day simultaneously reading that together. So that's something you can do too. Get a devotional, the same devotional, but one for the male, one for the female,
Yeah.
and read that.
Hey,
That's good
and
too.
it can get rough. This is not an easy thing. So this is why we talk about setting the goals to be
What's not easy?
intentional to what we just spoke about. We're gonna try to get together and be consistent about doing that. And there's a lot of challenges to do that. So that's why they're goals.
All right. And then we got two more travel goal section. So taking couple trips together. We took a couple trips together, to New York and stuff like that. But I think in the near future, the goal is to
Yeah,
do some romantic getaways. I got my eye on a couple of places. Now, I didn't like to travel before, just being honest. And so that probably took us from going to a lot of places, but I'm open.
yeah. Well,
I'm
yeah, it's
open.
good to keep those goals going because for some reason it's almost like when you're younger, you're doing a lot of more traveling, and you're spending time with each other, and
Hmm.
then when life happens, you kind of put some things on the back burner. But definitely, yeah, getting back into the swing of making it intentional. So
Yeah, and you
is
can put together a bucket list of the destinations that you want to go to together. So, at your dinner or at your lunch, you guys can look up places that you want to go together and put together a bucket list. And I saw this cute thing on Etsy where it's a whole map of the United States, or, you could get one of the world. And then when you visit a place, you can put your picture there, or put a stamp there, or put something there to say, hey, we went here, we visit this
okay.
place. And last,
Is the giving goals, and that can be done in so many ways, whether it's maybe charity or going out, connecting with the
together.
church together. It's always together. That's what the whole marriage goal
Mm-hmm.
is about, doing this
Just
together.
remind you.
Yeah, just thank you for conveying that over, and just letting everyone know that we want to do these things together and set these goals together, and that's the intention. So the giving goals, it may be, again, as I said, it may be a charity, it may be serving together somewhere, helping the homeless.
I should have
Uh,
had some pictures and stuff because we used to always serve together. We actually served in ministry together. We served children's ministry together. We served a Skid Row together.
Prison
And
ministry,
yeah, and so that's why I said together because sometimes we do serve. You'll see couples at church where somebody's serving over here and somebody's serving over here, but I'm intentionally saying, how can you serve together as a couple?
yeah,
And so you could do mission trips together. Um, Again, serve on Skid Row together. You have a lot of options during the holidays to serve meals like to the homeless, handing out turkey, stuff like that. So yeah, those are some goals that you can, after Valentine's Day, or sit down and figure out like, hey, what kind of goals can we do together as a couple that you can extend the love that you have for each other. And sometimes serving is sexy when you see your husband or you see your spouse, giving and serving and helping. It could cause just you to become closer and bond,
right.
a closer, and be like, look at him
Yeah,
handing out
I
those
like that
dinners.
you point that out because you know, believe it or not, marriage is just bigger. it's bigger than us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, marriage is just a representation of two people becoming one and just making an impact on the world
Yep.
to support family.
All right. You have any closing remarks?
Actually, I don't at this point. I
What?
just, yeah, I don't. I think we've covered mostly everything. Just to say that, you know, even though we go through, and I guess I am saying something, huh?
And you guys got a lot of work to do. You see all these goals we get. Oh, I have a worksheet while he's doing that.
Yeah.
Let me put this up here while he's giving you your closing remarks. All of these suggestions or all of these ideas that we have, I created a worksheet for you that you can download, and they're all in the 12 categories. So you guys can pick some of the categories that you want to explore and download this. And there's a QR code.
Yeah.
While he does his closing.
Yeah, so you know, we kind of just went back and forth a little bit, and it's really important when you start setting goals together and doing things together, you can know each other better. Because we were talking about, I told her, I said, well, you know, we've been getting together, we've been together for a while, so Valentine's, we've seen a lot of Valentines, and you know, sometimes it's cool to just switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just told her I'm gonna be her candy this time, you know. So your candy is right here. I'm the candy, you know. But she told me, she said, well, you need to make sure that you know your mate's love languages because, you know, some of them like you know, some people like gifts and they need to receive things. It's like, I told her, well, I'm gonna be the gift. So, you know, so I would just say, you know, it's
He knows
Valentine's
my love
Day.
language.
You could do some
What's my
stuff.
love
You can
language?
do some stuff like just switch it up, you know.
That's
Clear
a
affirmations and service. So I'm gonna say a lot of words, and I'm gonna be at your service.
good job. Good job. So that's a good thing too for Valentine's Day. Maybe that's a task for you to learn your spouse's love language. So that way when you do set goals together or you do serve each other or you do have an opportunity for Valentine's Day, you're not buying gifts to a person who don't even like gifts. You know, everybody will want a gift, but sometimes just words of affirmation or service would be a better option.
Y'all know,
We'll get you some brownie
they
points.
know what's up with that.
If you know the love language, you get brownie points.
You get a gift, and they don't really. They be like, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, so you know what's up with that, right?
Are y'all having a conversation? You having a conversation with the guys? All right. All right, you guys, thank you for joining us. We haven't seen you in a minute. Look forward to seeing us on the last Monday of every month. We are back. Probably won't be live, but we'll have to do some pre-recorded for right now. And so we'll record those and have those posted up for you guys. All right. Well, have an awesome day.
Yep.
Peace out. Don't forget to download your worksheet and leave a comment. Let us know if you're going to, if some of these goals were helpful for you, if there's some you're going to incorporate, if there's some you tried. All right. So we'll see you guys next month. Have a good day.
All right, fam.